Day 6 of the Poker Bankroll Challenge. Today you can see that we went down a little bit compared to the day before, about 1 buy-in. As you can see from the EV graph, we went up all the way up to about 70 in the plus, down to back to the beginning, which kinda sucks. But yeah, let's see what hands we've got for today. Pocket tens for our first hand. Standard free bet here. So we got 4 bet here. Kind of a problematic spot. We're probably behind or flipping at best here. I think I could have made a tight fold here, I guess. Unless we think this player is 4 bet bluffing, but most of the people are not. So I think a fold here would have been the best play to do. But yeah, in this situation I do call. On the flop we're either very far behind or very far ahead, depending on if he's bluffing or not. Since he checks, I'm thinking that we're pretty decent here, so I decide to fire once to see how he reacts. He calls, and the river is actually pretty decent for us because he might call with ace king right now, but then again, who knows. In hindsight, I think I could have called here because he would have folded his, he could have done this with his ace highs, or he could have bet because I checked after betting the turn, so he might think I'm really weak. So all in all, I think the best play might have been to fold pre, I think. But as played, I think I should have called the river. King 9 suited for our second hand. Two people calling. I'm firing a c-bet here against 2, don't want a slow play. Turn is not so good for us, but he might fold. Since he called on the flop, he might not have ace x himself, or less likely, because those might have folded against a c-bet. So he might have a 10, a king, a 2, or maybe queen jack, something like that. Trips looking pretty good for us, but he donk bets here, which is kinda strange. So he might have king x, but I mean our hand is too strong to just not call, but he does has a beat. Last hand of the day, the jiggities. Open from the hijack. Free bet from the button. I think a fold or a 4 bet here is fine either way. I decide to go for the 4 bet here. Maybe I should have increased the size, maybe not sure. Original razor calls. So does he? Terrible flop, obviously. Either of them could have an ace or a king, so I decide to check here. checks as well. I check again, because then again they could have a queen x as well. It's a 7 on the river. Terrible. They could have a diamond as well now. But then again, you know, since they check so much, I decide to see if I can bluff them off of anything. This guy thinks for a long while, very long while. He folds. And the button folds as well, and we take it down. Nice.